You will take your worksheet and you're going to be creating your organic shapes in these 4 boxes. Those are the round curved edges. You'll have a geometric like shape down the other 4 in the vertical direction, and they're the ones that are going to be straight with angles. And then you're going to take the 2 and you'll start this shape and this shape. You'll combine elements of those both of those shapes. You will combine them into one sculpture. And you'll have to have a cutout, a part that you're going to cut out of the middle. Then you're going to take this shape and you're going to combine it into a shape. And you're going to do that all the way down. And you really need to fill up your box so that your sculpture will fill up the poster board. And then after you choose one, you'll take your poster board and you're going to draw it onto the poster board. If you have straight edges, as I did here with this one, then start the bottom of your sculpture on the straight edge. And you'll get it cut out, cut your center out, and then you'll trace it onto a second sheet of poster board. Also doing the center that you're going to cut out. And you're going to have 2 identical shapes. One's going to be the top of your sculpture, one's going to be the bottom of your sculpture. Now, when you go to cut the center out, we'll have a few X-Acto knives available, and you can cut those out. But I find it's almost easier to get the cut started and then just finish it off with the scissors, because then you've opened up the space. It's up to you. The straight edges, of course, are not the problem. Sometimes trying to bring it around to the curves are. And then I like to just finish it with the scissors. Once you get that finished, you're going to begin building your walls for your sculpture, and you're going to start with the centerpiece first. Alright, and you're going to shape. You can start with it. I would start with the smaller shapes. You're going to have some large shapes and you're going to have some small shapes. And place it on. Decide where it needs to go. And then you may want to like do some marking and then fold it, so that you're folding on there. The other thing you need to do in advance of preparing that is to tear you off little pieces of masking tape. It'll make your process less frustrating because you'll already have them, and then all you have to do then is pick them up and apply them to your sculpture as you're putting your walls in. And it's very simple. You just take the roll of tape, put your thumb and your finger together, make it to about your second knuckle, and tear you off a piece. And then just stick it on the edge of the table. Okay? Small pieces, you don't need ginormous pieces. So then I've got this part folded here, and I started that piece, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to make another piece here, but this one's going to curve, so you have to shape that into your curve, and then you'll keep doing that, and you're going to, once you get it kind of going, then you're going to start your tape. So you'll take your tape and you're going to put it on there, and then take your tape and you're going to do like half and half, and you can move this any way you need to get it to work. Set it up, push it on, make sure it's flat, and then pull it up the sculpture. Get you another piece, pull it up your poster board. I said that wrong. I put that too high. Be patient with it. You're working with paper, so it'll fold and it'll bend. That's how you're going to get it going. Then you'll come around to the other edge. Get that taped in. And then, because this is paper and poster board, it'll curve pretty easy for you. But this is where you're going to need to get your edges if you need to bend them or curve them, and just be patient with it. And then this one curves here. And you'll probably at some point have to even get you a second piece. It depends on your cuts and certainly when we get to the outside, but I wanted to show you this step first. And then I'm going to bring it around here, and there's the curve for that shape. And you'll notice that I'm pulling my tape off because I don't have it positioned where I want it, and then I just put it back on. I used the flat side, the side that wasn't shiny, for my drawing, but this is slick. Part of it's slick and part of it's not. Once you get this part done, then you're ready to start your outside edges. And you can take and fold these like this. Bend them, I mean. Sorry. And you see, it just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. And one more, and then I'm probably going to have to add a little piece. So if you want to shape the whole thing first, that may be easier. Looks like it's going to just meet. And you'll notice my tape is too big, so you may need to tear yours. And then these edges are going to have to be taped together because you want that to be a seam. Okay, so then that's what you're going to have all the way around. And then you're going to have to add tape also here. You're going to have to come on this side, and you're going to have to tape it into place on this side as well to hold it in place when you get ready to do the step for the paper mache. And then you can finish shaping it up. And then I want to show you the walls, and then you'll be ready to move on to yours. So again, pieces of tape, have them ready to go. So all the way around, push that out. And that's the nice thing about paper, you can push it out if you've got it in a little bit far. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to add a little bit more tape, but I'm going to move on. And then I'm going to use the bigger pieces for this. So I can have almost one, you can use whichever ones you want, but I'm going to start with this one. So it's going to come here, and I'm going to need to make a fold because I'm going to need to make a straight edge. And then I need to make another fold. You can do that with your pencil, but I wouldn't eyeball it too much. And then that gets that started. And then you're going to do the same process again. You're going to take your piece and put it on, and then you're going to tape it in place, and you're going to work your way around the whole entire piece of it. You can fold them sideways, you can have them going straight up and down. And start getting your walls put in place.